extremely delighted to be part of this extremely important, the fourth Global Ayurveda Festival. And on this occasion, Honorable Prime Minister will be giving video message, and my colleague Sri Murli Dharanji will also give his message, and the very learned Secretary of the Ministry of Ayush, Vaidya Rajesh Kotejaji, Mr. Uday Shankarji, Dr. Madhavan Kutti Veriyarji, Dr. Sangeeta Reddy ji, Dr. G.G. Gangadharan ji, and all the learned people who have joined from India and from across the globe. I have been in charge of Ayush Ministry for a little time, but I have understood in this short time how much our people have devoted and how much learned people are working to ensure that Ayurveda becomes part of our daily life. It is something which I can say it's a gift of India to the world. And this fourth Global Ayurveda Festival being held from 12 to 19 March 2021 is being held high-end virtual platform, but it will not dampen the spirit. Even though we are meeting virtually, but it will galvanize the entire sector and especially our young minds. We all know India is amongst the 17 mega biodiversity countries, and India contributes about 7% of the world biodiversity. And the place where I come from, northeastern part of India, is also being declared as one of the hottest biodiversity spot in the world. So the tremendous potential which we have can very well be understood. And more than 7,000 plant species have been known to be used as medicinal plants in India, which has 15 agroclimatic zones. Ayurveda, the oldest living medical traditions of the world. It has widespread acceptance in India, and the domestic demand of medicinal plants has been estimated over 195,000 metric tons. It is also estimated that the export demand of medicinal plants is about 134,500 metric tons, with export value of over 3,211 crore. So you can imagine the scale of its potential. The emerging or re-emerging viral disorders are possibly the most important threat the humanity is facing today. And to address this, World Health Organization has already requested traditional medicinal system, all traditional medical systems, to come up with new range of antibiotics from their arsenal in view of drug resistance. On this background, the importance of Ayush system not only to provide research inputs for new antivirals and antibiotics, but also to provide lifestyle measures for improving the host resistance. The lessons which we have learned from managing COVID-19 and post-COVID conditions in Ayurveda are quite significant for the whole world. The low mortality rate and high recovery rate of COVID-19 in India is already debated among health system researchers. Though there could be several factors, including demography and environment, playing a role here. However, our lifestyle and food habits, especially the use of species like haldi, turmeric, and sondh, ginger, have definitely contributed in this regard. In the current age, we know the importance of a healthy lifestyle. Yoga and Ayurveda are the solid options looked upon globally for attaining this. We should position ourselves to deliver this and to improve our share in emerging global wellness movement. The National Health Policy of India aims to provide universal access to good quality health care to all citizens through increasing access, improving quality, and lowering the cost of healthcare delivery. Medical pluralism is one of the key principles of the new policy, and I note with satisfaction that Global Ayurveda Festival have received bipartisan support from governmental and non-governmental organizations and from colleges, academicians, practitioners, researchers, students, and public alike. Initiatives like Global Ayurveda Festival are thus the need of the hour. With several national and international sessions, this first online version of festival will bring together the whole world to discuss this. Global Ayurveda Festival has proudly represented and highlighted the rich Ayurveda heritage and has played a notable role in bringing together great tradition of ours and the global scientific community. I'm happy to note that the fourth Global Ayurveda Festival will be bigger and better than earlier editions, with a host of activities displaying the grandeur of Ayurveda. The program is expected to create the widest impact, and any program on Ayurveda has envisaged until date, with an expected 10,000 delegates, including 500 foreign delegates, particularly participating virtually in this international seminar. I'm told that there will be 50 plenary speakers, including 25 international experts, and nearly 50,000 visitors are expected to visit the 300 virtual stalls in the expo, and representation from 60 countries and many prominent international associations have also pledged their support. I'm told that there are about 600 research presentations and 500 poster presentations that will be made by Ayurveda students and researchers. The central government, through its ministries of Ayush, Tourism, Commerce and Industry, and the state governments, are the official partners of this event. I believe the program would not only help in promoting Ayurveda practiced in its purity in the country, but also evolving a roadmap for the development of the Ayurveda and allied industries in our country. The participation of foreign delegates will definitely help Ayurveda to get a stronger footing globally. Before concluding my speech, I would like to congratulate the Center for Innovation in Science and Social Action for organizing this monumental event and encourage them to come up with more innovative ideas for the sustainable growth and development of the country. Once again, I extremely feel privileged to be part of this very important conference. And this is something which every Indian takes pride in, this whole achievement, as well as this is a global asset. This Ayurveda, although it has come from India, but we feel it only doesn't belong to India, but it belongs to the whole world. So together, we will certainly go much further in ensuring a healthier world to make our traditional system of medicine truly a global system of medicines. My best wishes to all the participants, especially the young students and researchers in their end. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.